Welcome to this webinar about Wi-Fi studies with Ruijie Networks AI Heatmap. My name is Beiro Armendariz, and I am a consult engineer, and it is a pleasure for me to be here with you for this webinar. So before we begin, I would like you to scan the QR displayed in this presentation, and this will enable you to download the dimmer project in your application, and you will be registered as participant for this webinar. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes in order to do that. Please scan the QR code displayed in this presentation before we begin. Okay, let's begin. Before we begin, as well, I would like you to confirm me using the question panel if you can hear me clearly. Please confirm it using the question panel if you can hear me clearly. So let's begin. What is a heat map? Well, it is a graphical representation that shows the signal strength or coverage of a wireless network across a specific area, like an office, building, campus, or any indoor or outdoor space, as we can see here in this image. This visualization uses colors to indicate the strength of the wireless signal, where warmer colors, such as red or orange, typically represent areas with a stronger signal strength, and cooler colors like blue or green represent areas with weaker signal strength. As we can appreciate here in this graphic, we had this colored like um, red or orange as poor signal strength, and the colors such as blue or green or the blue or green represent weaker signal strength. Yeah, I want to say it. And the red or orange was well are warmer colors and typically represent this stronger signal. So let's see some key aspects and importance of heat map. Here are some key aspects. First, coverage visualization. Well, it visually displays the reach of the wireless network signal from one or more access points, showing how signal strength varies across different locations. And this is very important. And signal strength indicators. Uh, well, the heat map can show not just the presence of a signal, but its quality, which is crucial for tasks that require a strong connections, such as video conferences, streaming, or large data transfers. And another key aspect it is interference and obstructions, and this is because heat maps can help identify areas where physical obstructions, such as walls or large metal objects, or interference from other electronic devices negatively impact signal strength. And why it is important to do a heat map? Well, it is important because we can do before deploying a wireless network, heat maps can be used for planning where to place access points to ensure optimal coverage and minimize dead zones. And it is very useful, very important. And it improves or helps in network optimizations. And after deployment, heat maps can help in optimizing the network by adjusting the position, power, and channels of access points based on real-world data, improving overall network performance and user satisfaction as well. Troubleshooting. Heat maps are valuable for diagnosing issues within a wireless network. Areas of weak signal, for example, can indicate problems that need addressing, such as adjusting the access point's locations, dealing with interference, or adding additional access points as well. And last but not least, and it is very important as well, is the enhancing user experience. By ensuring comprehensive and strong signal coverage, users experience fewer connectivity issues, leading to greater satisfaction and productivity, especially in environments highly dependent or highly depend on wireless access. And because of that, it is very useful to do a heat map before a network planning and deployment. So let's see a practical demonstration on how to do a heat map using the tool heat map with artificial intelligence of Ruijie. So I'm going to project my screen. We had to go to Ruijie Cloud. So first, we had to log in with our user credential in Ruijie Cloud. I have already logged in, and I am going to enlarge my screen in order that you can see better. Here we have the AI heatmap. So we just had to click on it, and it opened another web page, another page, and we had this, the bill of material. Then we just had to create a boom by clicking here, create bill of material. Then we just had to give a name. I'm going to write heatmap webinar, and we just had to choose this scenario. We had universal, build home, office, hotel, retail, restaurant, or this kind of scenario. And the book description, which it is optional, but it is good, a good practice to write something here. I'm going to write heatmap for today's webinar. And just we had to click on OK, and we have this. At the left side panel, we can see here these two options. We can create heat map for WLAN or wireless bridge as well. We can select a product using the right side panel. We have this category, switch or kind of switches, router, wireless, and home Wi-Fi, and even we can customize this by adding products or customize product as we want. But in order to use this efficiently, the first step we had to do is just click on here. We have two options, whether it may be drop your file here or click to upload a floor plan. And I am going to click here in order to upload a floor plan. I have this plan, the building floor plan, and it will be uploading here. As we can appreciate here, we have the floor plan here, but we had to fill out or write a name for this plan. I'm going to write in our floor plan, and then click on OK button. Now we have these two options. We can create a scale by area. If we know very well the area of the plan, we can write here the exact area and the floor height, or we can select this by length. In order to just click to draw a line segment and then enter its actual length. I'm going to select this and I'm going to click here and then I'm going to write the actual length. In this case, I'm going to write 19.8 meters and the floor height it is 3 meters. Then we just have to click on OK button and the application will identify the floor plan automatically. It is identifying the floor plan with the measurement, and that's it. The application has already identified the measurement of the floor plan based on the measurement or the scale by length I did previously. And the application asked me, what do you think of the accuracy of the word detection? Well, in this case, it is very well. So the next step is to use this. It is a very cool feature. It uses artificial intelligence in order to detect the best option, the best wireless access point, and the best position for do an excellent wireless coverage. So I am going to click on here. This is the select auto AP placement mode. So we have these two options, professional placement. We can enter the client load of each area and the AI will accurately place the access points for us, or we can choose the quick placement plan. And here we have to intelligently identify areas on the floor plan and generate an optimal access point placement with just one click. But the best option it is the professional placement plan because it uses artificial intelligence in order to place the AP on the best places. And, and it selects the best options regarding the access points required uh, for this plant or floor plan. Just we had to click on here and click on Start Professional Placement. And this will identify all areas. So we can see here, it has identified these areas. Here we have this area. Room 4, room 3, and 4. And if we just click here on room number 1, we have this option, Add Client Load. And here we can write a name for this. In this case, I'm going to write room number 1 and the amount of clients or client load. We can select between 30, 300 clients or a customized amount of clients. For example, I'm going to write 10 clients for this room. We can click on here, and we can select the another route here as well. I'm going to select the 30 client or for this round. Click on save. Room number 3. In this case, I'm going to write 20 as a client load. And room number 4. We had this amount of room number 1, 2, 3, and 4, but we have here 5, 6, and 7. We can click here in order to draw an area. If we click here and draw area, we just had to do this in order to create another area. And just click on enter button. And we have already created another area here. We can't write room number 5. We can customize the client load here. I'm going to write 20. Then click on save. But as we can appreciate here, we can edit the area in order to do this more accurate. And enter when it is ready. I'm going to draw another area here. Room numbers 6. I'm going to customize the client load and just 5. Then room number 7. Enter. I'm going to write an 8 for this room number 7. I'm going to write 5 clients as well. And room number 8. Enter and fill out the area named. And I'm going to select how to write 20 as client load. And that's it. We have all of this area. As we can see here, there are 8 critical areas. Room number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we had to click on next button. So we can see here all the room has been identified, and we just had to click on auto AP placement. And the application with AI will identify the best options for this. And as we can see here, 3 AP placement plans has been generated for you. And the best options for doing this was selected at the RG RAP 1261. As we can appreciate here, we have this product info, but we have here some um, advertisement. We can appreciate and our client supporting is orient 0. So I'm going to change this. We can edit the client load. In order to do this more accurately. Then click on the next button. I'm going to try again the auto AP placement. As we can appreciate here in the client or the room number 1, 2, 3, or 5, it has to be selected the best option to do this, but on room number 7, 8, 6, and we just had to select using manually because uh, the automatic functions doesn't do or doesn't select the best option for this room. But we can do this here by just adding client load, or we can apply boot here and click on OK button, and then we can select another access point for this. We can customize this manually as well. So we can appreciate it. I can move this. I can place this AP on another area if it is necessary. And even I can duplicate this in order to aggregate another access point. I can aggregate another access point here. And I can place this on another place. And I can move this. We can see the signal simulation 2.4 gigahertz and the signal simulation on 5 gigahertz. Here at the left side panel, we can appreciate all the access point and we can change it if we want. We can customize this. And when it is ready, we just have to click on export. And an info will be generated. So we can see here, this is the report with this product list, the topology. We can edit here and customize all of this. We can see here the plan, floor plan, the heat map 2.4 gigahertz, and the heat map using 5 gigahertz on this band. The headlight we can customize, edit here, even the company info. And when it is all ready, we have this type of export format, Excel, PDF, or Word. I'm going to export using PDF format and then click on Save Locally. And the report will be exported. And that's it. The export succeeded. I had this. And the report, it is ready. As we can appreciate, we have the report with this name. It is very customizable. You can customize here the company name, the content parts, and the font, all of this. If you want to do or to export or create another report again, we just have to click on Edit Heatmap or Edit all of this and save locally again. And a new report will be generated. So we can appreciate the report it's very cool. And it is very easy to do. The placement map, the heat map on 2.4 gigahertz, the heat map on 5 gigahertz, and it is very easy to do. So it is the use of the tool, the Ruijie heat map using artificial intelligence. It is on beta right now. It is in continuous improvement. So is we can appreciate here is just this new feature with artificial intelligence, and in order to accede or to enter to this tool, the Ruijie AI Heatmap, we just had to log in on Ruijie Cloud and click on a heatmap. And as we can see here, we can create a bureau materials. And we can see here it is right now in beta, but it is in continuous improvement. So the tool will be getting better and better with the time. So, my dear attendees, this brings us to the end of this webinar. If you have any questions or comments, please write them in the question panel, and I will answer them, or maybe I will answer by email. So, well, it seems that everything is clear. So it has been my pleasure to be here with you today in this webinar, and I wish you all a great day. Goodbye.